Inside the White House, secrets, stories, and power behind the walls. Hidden behind iron gates and surrounded by manicured gardens and bustling security lies the most recognizable residence in the world, the White House. To the world, it is the home of the President of the United States, a symbol of democracy and power. But within its walls are secrets, stories, and a complex network of history, hidden chambers, security systems, and operations that the public rarely sees. This is the untold story of the White House, its origins, evolution, architecture, hidden features, tragedies, and the people who have walked its halls, from presidents and their families to the ghosts that allegedly linger. Let's step beyond the iconic white facade and discover what really happens behind the scenes. The birth of the White House. The idea of a presidential residence was born in 1790, when Congress passed the Residence Act. President George Washington chose the location, a swampland along the Potomac River, in what would become Washington, D.C. Architect James Hoban, an Irish-born immigrant, won the design competition. Inspired by neoclassical elements, especially Leinster House in Dublin, Hoban's White House was intended to reflect the dignity of a new republic. Construction began in 1792, using both free and enslaved labor. It took 8 years and cost about $232,000 at the time, about $3.5 million in today's money. When John Adams moved in as the first president to live in the White House in 1800, it was unfinished, damp, and far from comfortable. Destruction and rebirth. In 1814, during the War of 1812, British troops invaded Washington and set the White House ablaze, destroying much of the structure. Only the exterior stone walls survived. It was quickly rebuilt, again under Hoban's supervision, and President James Monroe moved into the restored house in 1817. The name White House was informal for years. It was only officially adopted by Theodore Roosevelt in 1901. What's inside? Rooms and wings of power. Today, the White House has 132 rooms, 35 bathrooms, 28 fireplaces, 8 staircases, 3 elevators. It spans 55,000 square feet with 6 levels from the basement tunnels to the attic. Key areas include the West Wing, the nerve center of executive power, home to the Oval Office, the Situation Room, and offices of senior staff. The East Wing, primarily used by the First Lady and staff, it also contains the Visitors Entrance and First Family Theater. The Executive Residence, where the First Family lives. It includes the Lincoln Bedroom, Yellow Oval Room, State Dining Room, and Map Room. The secret sub-basement levels. These contain mechanical rooms, kitchens, a dentist office, a bowling alley, and rumored safe rooms. Secrets below the bunkers and escape tunnels. Most Americans don't know that beneath the White House lies a secret complex designed for emergencies. Presidential Emergency Operations Center, PEOC, a secure bunker under the East Wing, heavily fortified and fitted with advanced communication systems. During 9/11s, Vice President Dick Cheney was rushed here. Secret tunnels. There's a tunnel connecting the White House to the Treasury building, built after the 1941 attack on Pearl Harbor. Rumored escape routes. Urban legends speak of additional escape tunnels leading to secure locations in D.C., although these remain classified. Security of the White House. Protecting the White House is a 24/7 operation involving the Secret Service, uniformed division officers, snipers on the roof, radar systems, infrared sensors, and aerial defenses. An iron fence reinforced with concrete and anti-climb features. Security tech includes facial recognition software, biometric scanners, an air defense system to shoot down potential threats. A no-fly zone known as P-56 surrounds the White House. Violating it can trigger immediate military interception. Presidential life, family, routine, and restrictions. While the president may be the most powerful individual in the world, life inside the White House can be restrictive. The First Family lives under constant surveillance and has limited freedom to roam. Every movement is tracked. A simple walk in the garden requires pre-cleared protocols. Despite the glamour, it's also a home. Children do homework in the residence. Pets roam the halls. Socks the cat, Bo and Sunny the dogs. Birthdays, movie nights, and dinners are held in private quarters. Hauntings and unexplained stories. It may surprise you, but the White House is said to be haunted. Abraham Lincoln's ghost has been reported multiple times. Even Winston Churchill claimed to see him. Dolly Madison, Andrew Jackson, and Willie Lincoln are also among the specters whispered about. Staff and security often report footsteps, cold spots, and doors opening on their own, especially at night. Historic moments behind the walls. The White House has witnessed history unfold. FDR's fireside chats during World War II. The signing of the Civil Rights Act by Lyndon B. Johnson. Nixon's resignation in 1974. The Bin Laden raid briefing under Obama, watched in the Situation Room. The building has evolved with history during World War II. It was secretly fortified. During the Cold War, new defense technologies were installed. The First Lady's influence. From Dolly Madison to Michelle Obama, First Ladies have left their mark. Jacqueline Kennedy restored historical artifacts and led a televised tour in 1962. Nancy Reagan revamped style and ceremony. Michelle Obama launched the White House Garden and fitness initiatives. Their influence often extends beyond aesthetics, shaping culture and policy. Reconstruction and Modernization. In 1948, engineers discovered the White House was at risk of collapse. President Harry Truman authorized a massive gut renovation. The interior was entirely dismantled and rebuilt with steel beams, while the exterior facade was preserved. Secret passageways and modern electrical, plumbing, and HVAC systems were added. In more recent years, the White House has gone green with solar panels, LED lighting, and digital upgrades for secure communication. What the public never sees. There are dozens of hidden features never shown on public tours. Private rooms used only by presidents. Decoy entrances and elevators. Safe rooms embedded in various floors. Rooms for classified briefings and cyber warfare units. Every corner is monitored. Every object cataloged. Even the art on the walls is rotated through the White House collection, overseen by the White House curator. A symbol that endures. More than just a building, the White House is a living, breathing symbol of the United States, of its struggles, triumphs, contradictions, and promise. From slaves who helped build it, to Black presidents who led within it. From enemies who tried to burn it down, to allies who stood in its halls. It is history. It is home. It is power. And yet, for all the public thinks it knows, much of the White House remains a mystery, cloaked in protocol, secrecy, and prestige. The house that never sleeps. At night, when the lights shine through its grand windows and the north lawn lies quiet, the White House remains awake, watched by snipers, patrolled by guards, pulsing with energy, surveillance, and state secrets. The people change, the politics shift, but the building stands eternal and enigmatic as the silent heart of a restless superpower. Welcome to the White House, where history sleeps in every room, and the future is always being written.